The current market is mirroring 2020 and retirement accounts are tanking. 401ks, individual retirement accounts, brokerage accounts, pretty much if it's connected to the market in some way, it's affected by the downturn. And for some people who are retired or perhaps preparing to retire, some are nervous, some are panicking, and some are trying to figure out what to do. The majority of my listeners are generally between the age groups of mid-20s to about mid-40s. And during times like this, there's conversations being had amongst these age groups like, do I keep contributing to my 401k or to my retirement account, even though everything is in a decline? So let me explain this. When you continue contributing to your retirement account when the market goes down, that's not a loss, that's volatility, which is a sharp downward or upward movement in the market. A loss comes when you take money out in a downward movement. That's a loss because you can't recover what you've taken out. So if you continue contributing to your retirement account when the market goes down, you're essentially buying more shares at a lower price. Let's say, for example, if a share was $50 a pop, now it's on sale for about $20 a share. So you're buying more on the dip. So when the market rebounds or go back up, you're not just winning, you're winning above what was because your continual contribution bought more while the market was having a Black Friday sale or a blowout seasonal sale. Now, if you pause your contribution during a market downturn, you don't really incur a loss. Essentially, you just go back to what was when the market rebounds. See, while the market is down, there's so many lessons that can be learned here if we slow down to see the devastation on so many retirees' faces. So if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or even in your 50s, you ought to be asking yourself these questions right now. How do I build enough in my retirement account combined with my future Social Security income so when the market experiences this kind of volatility, I have reduced my lifestyle enough for my income to be sustainable for me and my family throughout a market crash that may last 2 months, that may last 6 months, or may last 2 years? You ought to be asking yourself, how do I build non-market income sources to pivot to and to draw income from outside of my Social Security so that I don't have to exhaust my retirement account when it's tanking? And am I currently building a solid financial house where I'm not bound by 1 or 2 income sources later? So to my 20s, 30s, 40s, and even my 50-year-old listening, use this experience as a lesson, because if you go back to listen to my prior wealth and wisdom conversations, everything that I've talked about from 2024 to current was in an effort to avoid what so many people are facing today, right now in today's market. These conversations are intentional, and it can be the foundational blueprint to building you a solid financial house that's dang near recession-proof. Time is so valuable, yet we abuse it. Time allows us the opportunity to get more while doing less, because the longer you wait to have discipline and the longer you wait to care for yourself, both present and future, the harder it's going to be for you to navigate circumstances like this when you're at your most vulnerable point in life. Because everybody has sympathy for babies. Because when a child is born, you can call on your neighbor, you can call on grandma, aunt, uncle, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, and everyone comes rushing to the aid of that child because the child is innocent. And the child is helpless, and the child doesn't know any better. And the reason why a 60, 70, or 80-year-old is more vulnerable than a child is because no one's rushing to your aid at that age. If you are 60, 70, or 80 running out of money, because the average adult will take care of themselves first, and with what's left, they'll see if there's enough for you. It's the opposite for a child. Usually they'll give their last. So are you putting yourself in a position right now to be sufficient in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or even in your 90s? Do you care whether or not you're placing an unnecessary burden on your kids or grandkids because you can make small changes now to make an impact on your future? Or will you not take advantage of time and risk it to see if you'll be the next 60, 70, or 80-year-old that's worried, that's frantic, and that's afraid with little time left? I've experienced enough through having conversations with people in their 60s and 70s who tell me, I wish I would have saved more back then. I wish I would have listened and contributed more to my retirement sooner. I wish I didn't have to impress others to try to show them and paint this image that I'm that dude or I'm that girl. I wish I would have been more intentional with choosing a partner who was on the same page as me financially. I wish I didn't have so much pride to say, hey, I need help with knowing what to do with my money, because I wish I didn't piss away so much of my money. I wish. And they're so full of regret because they don't have as much time left as I do or as you do, being in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and if you're listening, even in your 50s. My challenge to you today is that you borrow, not keep, but borrow their regret and use it as a tool to start now, making crucial changes with your overall management of your time, your abilities, and your income to make sure that you build a financial house that's diverse enough where you're not bound to 1 or 2 income sources, but a financial house that's diverse enough so it can withstand a chaotic market, a chaotic economy, in a chaotic world. Because gone are the days when mom and them say, oh baby, just get you a good job with some benefits and you'll be all right. That's incomplete. What should have been added was this: get you a good job with some benefits. Enroll in your company's retirement plan and contribute up to the match. Don't go out and buy you a new car. Sit your behind still with the car you got and put that money up in a savings account. Mama, what kind of savings account? A high yield savings account. And you better make sure you pay that insurance man when he come back around here again so you can keep that life insurance policy, because you got a good clean bill of health. So you need to maintain that. And you better make sure that whoever it is you hanging with, that they got a good head on their shoulders. Otherwise, you're going to go nowhere fast. We're having an open book test right now in real time. Look at the conditions of the market. Look at the panic that's on so many retirees' face. Will you have the answers and pass this test for yourself in 30 or 40 years? Not if, but when the market dips again and it's your turn next. Hey family, I hope you enjoyed today's Wealth and Wisdom conversation. Make sure you share this with at least 10 people that you know. I'll be dropping more videos like this every Wednesday. Always remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking your financial freedom. It's time to leave behind what's comfortable for what's possible. All we have is now, so start now. See y'all next week.